Let's see. Hello. Whoa, is that astrologer? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. I'm seeing astrologer in LFG. That guy's from early Skull Rock. There was some drama with his. He was always forming high level groups, if I remember right. I don't remember what went down, but there was some drama and he quit at some point, if I remember right. Berserker, oh no. RFD, oh no. Oh, oh no, Teflon. Oh no. Oh, Berserker was slain. Teflon Stoic was slain. I only see Barrel Blast in LFG, or in Razorfen Downs. Oh no. I wonder where everyone else went. Did they already hearth out? Or go. Ooh, Barrel Blast is gone. Barrel Blast just died. Oh man. Oh, damn, guys.
We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
Oh no. Well, that's not a good omen. But I'm gonna start opening some lockboxes. These were all donated to Bavin. And you get a flat rep value for donating a lockbox. I open them en masse. So that's 40 points. So these can have some pretty good items. And that's based on approximately the value of a typical green that might come from a box like this. Because obviously there's no way to give rep for the value of the contents until it's been opened. And I do that often weeks later when I have a collection. We'll start small, get the iron lock boxes open. Strong anti-venom. That's pretty cool. That's the only one of those I have in the guild bank. I have it learned on my alchemist. my first aid character, not an alchemist, um, who is retired and has I think all the first aid recipes. I'm not sure if there's any in particular high level raid level first aid recipes that I'm not aware of. Bright eye goggles. Good night for recipes, huh? Stamina and spirit. All right. Another recipe, moonsight rifle. Requires 2 lesser moonstone. Is this on the leveling kit? This might be. And melee combat headguard. That's fine. It's essentially of the whale gear. Can probably vendor or disenchant this, to be honest. It's okay for a paladin tank, maybe. Probably not. They don't need spirit in combat. Then again, no, it's just an early helm, isn't it? It's very low level. You often don't even have a helm at that level, so good to keep around. Strong iron lockbox. Aurora cowl, nice for warlock. Twilight robe of the owl, intellect and spirit. Cool. Good for a caster, any caster. Even on warlock, I've started building stamina a lot less. Warlocks can make a lot of use out of stamina. But geez, I really want to stack spell power on a warlock. Black Forge Cape, intellect and spirit, very nice. Oh, are they talking about me in guild chat? I wasn't even watching. Still want to make a mage and see if you can survive that jumping off the world tree? Yeah, you absolutely can. You can feather fall. You can blink. You can light a balloon or Petri. I had safety tools. I had Petris. I had a Petri. I try not to carry around two, unless I'm doing some really dangerous content. Um, yeah, I didn't realize my blink was on cooldown. I was gonna blink once, and that should have been enough to save me. And then I just didn't Petri fast enough. I had a little bit of wine, and maybe my reaction time was slowed a little bit. Literally just a bad jump. All right, got to get back to these lockboxes. 16 intellect. That is awesome. 8 intellect, 8 stamina. What's this ranger helm? Ugh. Well, That's not bad looking for a leather helm. Some of those leather helms can be real ugly. Nice. Monkey gear is cool. Everyone loves being a little monkey. Cool sword. Getting into some higher level lockboxes here now. They're yellow. I think my lockpicking is already maxed for my level. Stamina and strength. Oh yeah, and you can Alt F4, force close the program. Pretty solid caster cloak. All right. And that'll presumably stop your fall, is what I've heard. Another pattern. Greater stamina. Nice. And our mithril lockbox. Here's our last one. Nice. Nice. Put that on a rogue. Or a paladin. Man. It's almost tempting to equip it. It's just beautiful. I've got much better weapons though, obviously. I need to respec to make a rogue mace build. Rogue mace build is fun. Gives you a 1% chance to stun, 5 with the full talents. For 3 seconds. 3 seconds is a crazy stun in combat, and it just happens randomly. You got 2 maces, you're hitting over and over with slice and dice up. Mace specialization is fun. Alright. I guess I should just send this straight to DH gear. I don't want to get rep for this. And blood patterns. Those are some decent patterns. Very nice. No epics, no secondary finds, no bags. But overall, not too bad. Why is my mount not mounting?
Where would you like to fly to?
Alright, I'm gonna go do some thievery in Azshara. Gonna be a 6-minute flight. I wanna step away and grab some water. Okay. Duskbat Drape. Duskbat Drape gives plus 14 agility, which is huge. Love that stat. Equip reduce damage from falling, along with Rogue Safe Fall. Reduces damage from falling. You can do some serious cliff diving in Eastern Plaguelands. The large ravines there have black lotuses and rich thorium veins at the bottom. You can cliff dive into them with those items equipped. And if you're triple gathering, as you should be, find minerals, find herbs, find treasure. Eastern Plaguelands is a powerful, high-level farm. I did this for the guild back in the day. Bloodknife has died in Eastern Plaguelands twice. And I'm going to do it again. Not from falling. Duskbat Drape. I call it the Batman cape. Turns you into Batman. So that's what we're going for. It comes from this quest. Rogue Quest, Encoded Fragments. I did the first part on video recently. Going back to do the last part. Bring 10 encoded fragments to Archmage Xylem and Azshara. This guy is at the top of a cliff. You teleport up to him. You gotta speak to a blood elf that teleports you up there. And in the first part, you pickpocket a Timbermoss Shaman. So, this time, we're pickpocketing oozes. Forest oozes, I think they're called. Reward from the Azure Key. Not the raid one. I don't know what that is. That looks like a bug. There are two other pieces that you can pick here, and they're pretty solid pieces, but the Duskbat Drape is a unique effect that is essentially irreplaceable. These will eventually be replaced. Duskbat Drape you'll keep all the way through 60 and beyond. Ebon Mask, good stats. 11 stamina, critical strike 1%, 36 attack power, real strong helm, Whisperwalk boots, increases your effective stealth level by 1, good agility, love that, but it's the same effect as Nightscape boots. So if you're going for stealth, you can always just swap to your Nightscape boots. I enchanted these with minor speed. Oh, that's right. I wanted to... Item rack. You can create a mount set. I want to equip these Mithril Spurs knitted sandals. These were donated. I just didn't know what else to do with them. I realized my character doesn't have Mithril Spurs yet, so I'll grab those and I'll put on the carrot on a stick. That's my mount set. Now events, mounted, mount set. I think that's all I need to do. So item rack this way will now equip the mount set whenever I'm mounted. And unequip it when I'm back off the mount. You can do this for swimming also, for your Azure Silk Belt. I think this didn't work for me. I don't remember what the issue was. But Azure Silk Belt is another nice item that maybe could be played around with there. Okay, ready for this quest. Let's check out this mounted set. There you go. Go off the mount. There you go. I've got my Blood Razor up, enchanted with Icy Weapon for slows. Now I don't ever feel the need to put on Crippling Poison. I probably should anyways. I've been told to put Thrashblade on main hand instead of Blood Razor, but to be frank, that's simply incorrect. You want large main hand damage, and that's what Blood Razor is for. The Thrashblade proc is very nice, but honestly, low proc chance. And sometimes I think it gets overvalued. It's very powerful. I don't want to undersell it either. Golden Sandsome, can I skill up on this? I sure can. Let's grab these gloves anyway. Now see there, I didn't unequip my set. I think it was unable to swap items because I was busy herbalizing. So I should be aware of that. Let's put on my DPS set. And that fixes me up. Ooh, what's this? Purple Lotus. Can I skill up on that? Mithril Deposit. Having some fun. Can I... I'd like to link this in guild chat. In-game link. Click that. Paste. And this simply puts it in the chat box. It doesn't actually say it in chat anywhere. And for some reason, sometimes you have to do it twice when you bring in a new link before it shows. There we go. Didn't mean to imply that I had just earned it. Grats Everlast. Super cool. Either that or Ornate Spyglass. That's easily a top item for me. Purple Lotus. Purple Lotus, Dream Foil. I'm at least going to grab the Dream Foil. Nope, can I? Herbalist Gloves. Yes, I can get Dream Foil, thanks to my Herbalist's Gloves, plus 10 Herbalism with the enchant. Alright, I want this chest. I'm going for this chest. You know what? I should at least put on a quick poison. Running low on poisons, huh? That's alright. And some Here, I'll probably grab that purple lotus. Blood Knife. Blood Knife is fun to play because everywhere you go, there's treasure. I don't know why everybody doesn't play Triple Gathering like me. Oh, hi.
How are you?
Love seeing guildies in the wild, which happens all the time because they're everywhere. "41 people online. Gotta be toggling my tracking. Gotta keep up on that. Another purple lotus? Should I just run by it? I don't really need purple lotuses, I don't think. I might even end up tossing this one out to save inventory space at some point. We'll see how this goes. I won't be doing a lot of farming, but I will need some good kills to get all these fragments. Is that what they are that I'm going after? Fragments? Encoded fragments? Encoded fragments, that's right. Ooh, but I should run up over here and check for that mountain silver sage. I'm seeing it on Gathermate right there. So I feel like I should be sticking closer to the mountain. I'm going up there. What's this? Dream foil. I do want that dream foil. I am combat build, and I'm not gonna be showing that off too much today, I guess, because I don't plan on pulling multiple mobs at the same time, which is the main advantage of Blade Flurry. But I can always pop it for single target fights. But the typical usage is to use it on multiple mobs, so the extra hits aren't wasted. But I've got a very specific focus for today. And I'm probably not going to use it too much, even though it does increase your attack speed, so it is useful in one-on-one fights. But I'll probably keep it in reserve for accidental pulls of more than one mob. Then again, there is always evasion. There is always vanish. Ooh, rich thorium. I don't think I can even get that. Haha, suckers. Too fast for you. Can't catch me. Man, everybody's after me today. Ouch. Ouch. That hurt. Alright. Golden Sansum. That sounds like a level up. These guys have Fire Nova. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I should sharpen my main hand weapon. uh, but, whoa! You caught me. I was just trying to pick your pocket. I didn't have to kill you. Just kidding, I do have to kill you. Purple Lotus, I'll skip that. No point in dealing with more of these guys than I have to. I do want my... Oh, I had my herbalism gloves on. Had my herbalism gloves on for the fight. Whoops. Ouch. Failed even with my herbalism gloves on. Voiceover and voiceover data vanilla. What's the add-on that does voiceover? Voiceover. Khadgar's Whisker, Dreamfoil. I'll go for the Dreamfoil. We're coming up on the Forest Oozes. Do I have that on target? Probably not. Forest Ooze. And then I think they share spawns with the Chimeras. Forest Ooze, here we go. First we pickpocket. Why do my pickpockets keep failing? Am I doing something wrong? I could be using my proper boots. And in fact, should be. I don't know if I can put that on my stealth button. I feel like I should be able to. I'll keep manually switching for now. Manually. There's one. Where is it? There it is. All right, let's try this again. Oh, oh boy. Okay, distract. I should just distract more. That's really my problem. I need to be distracting. I've been off with Rogue for a little while. Gun Chick! Welcome back, Gun Chick! I missed that cast. Oops. I can just stone form. I don't have it bound. I have it tied to vanish, but I don't want to vanish. I normally have it on my hotbar. I don't know. I guess I just replaced it with something at some point. Welcome back, Gun Chick. Long time, Guildy. Been away for a while. What was your old rank, Gun Chick? I don't see you in Discord. You might need to rejoin it. Nope, there you are. Let's put you back up to veteran. I think that's right. Forest ooze. Three fragments. Good progress. The Ravagers. I think the Ravagers share spawns with the oozes. So I may need to kill some of those. Doing better on stealth. Still, ooh, there we go. We got 2 mobs. Maybe we should zoom out a little bit more. Nice. I still should distract even when I don't feel like I need it. It's a good habit. It'll make me more successful. And this is not what I should be doing. Damn, look at Avalancheon over there. Gotta keep an eye out for that guy. Leave me alone. Not you. Oh no, come back. Mithril. That would be cool. Okay, I ran into this spot last time too, and I think I ended up having to fight an invader, which was not a great time. It's fine, I'll survive. I just don't want to have to do that. Let's see if I can at least pickpocket this guy. Oh. I want distract up in case that guy comes too close, like so. Okay, I think over here will be okay. Jeez. Just a lot of big scary guys around me. Alright. Cliff walkers. Avalancheon's around here somewhere. I know he is. More thundering invaders. Okay. This guy's awful close. I think I can get him here. Okay. This is looking good. I do need my pickpocket first. Okay. No encoded fragment. Mark of the Chosen proc, that's cool. My consort's getting close. Okay, we're good. Alright. An encoded fragment. Are there more oozes over here? Not according to Questy. But Questy doesn't always know everything. Ooh, Wowhead says there's one on the very tip of the peninsula over here. Or like right off the beach. Like right around here. It's not that Patriarch, is it? Is that Patriarch what shares a spawn here? That is kind of where it says. Well, no, it's there. That's it. There we go. If you saw that, I was on mount, and I ran and jumped, and I stealthed immediately after the jump, immediately after I left the air. Immediately after I left the ground. Should have sliced and diced, that's okay. And obviously, being dismounted and being in stealth, your speed is significantly reduced, but especially if you're heading downhill, especially if you find a nice little hump to jump off of, stealth. And you're moving that full distance in stealth at full mount speed because you're in the air. So even though you've stealthed, you can't slow down. You can get extra distance in your stealth, and therefore essentially open from further away when approaching a mob. Some people complain about the time it takes, the time stealth takes adds to your kill time because of the travel time between mobs. But if you mount up between every mob, you can approach them at full mount speed and hit them while stealthed with a stealth opener. Too many thundering invaders. There should be fewer thundering invaders. Okay, there's definitely one up here. I'll come back for that dream foil probably. Shit! Can I just outrun you? I could vanish. But I got evasion on. There we go. Fucker dismounted me. Sorry. That's my F-bomb. Gotta keep it PG-13. Okay. Whoa, encoded fragment times 2. Awesome. Will you drop one for me too, please? Slice and dice is up this time. Maybe I should pop another cooldown just because I don't have evasion. I'm a little low on health. That's okay. I'll be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. Oh yeah, just fine. No problems here.
Health warning.
Uh-huh, thank you. I see it.
Health warning.
Sweet. Let's eat some steak.
Health warning.
I deserve a steak after that fight. Come watch me, guys. This is like the best content I've put out. Ever. I had plenty of options. I've got health potions. I don't have bandages, do I? I should probably work on first aid. Do I even have first aid? I don't think I do. Professions, herbalism and mining. Secondary skills. Cooking. Just enough for the thistle tea. Deeves is working on clickers for DHR. We need a bunch of level 1 clickers. Anybody can step in and help. Oof. Should I vanish to get the fragments? No. I really gotta remember to distract. You know what else I gotta remember? My poor little kitty cat. There we go. Come on, kitty. You can do it. What are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you in such... Oh my god, I got my boots on, I distracted him, and I still got caught. Screw it. I'm doing vanish. Didn't even get a fragment. I got a mushroom. No fragments. Dried king belly. 1. Not even 2. Okay, come on. Forest ooze. There you are. No encoded fragment. Do I still need 2? Oh, I need 1. I might get it here. I was drinking and I missed the kick. Stone form is on cooldown. Of course. Because I vanished. That's why. Still didn't get my encoded fragment. The next one will have it for sure. Come on. Where are you? I'm gonna... check the area out. There's one down there. Cool. There. Oof. Resisted. These high-level mobs are difficult to stealth around because they're my level. 52 to 53. No fragment. I guess I was wrong. I'm gonna have to kill a Ravager to get an ooze to respawn, huh? I was so close to clearing out the whole thing. I did kill that one Ravager. And of course the oozes themselves can respawn as oozes. There's one. Okay, that's this one that I keep getting over and over. Got this last stream. That's where I got my very first fragment from. Ugh. Just trying to outpace these stupid mobs. My Vanish is on cooldown, so maybe should take a little care and not run through Ravagers. Oh, and those guys are doing those big storm blasts at me too. Shocks, right? No, it wasn't a shock spell. Shocks are instant. It was cast. There was a cast bar. Leave me alone. Okay. Stealth in, maybe? From a distance? I think I need to. I don't have Master of Deception, so that bites. Really enjoy playing Sub-Rogue. Why? Why did you see me? Oh man. No dice. I was having all the luck. I got 2 fragments from a pickpocket. And now, I don't like have one in the bank or something, do I? There's Avalancheon. Let's not be here. Oh boy. Don't like knock me off or anything, please. Okay, there's a ooze over here for sure. There you are. I see you. Give me some fragments. Just 1 fragment, please. No pickpocket. At least you didn't catch me. Scum-covered bag. Still waiting for my fragment. Let's see what's in this. Fire bloom. Okay. Thank you, I guess, for your bag. Should be another one up here. At least one. Come on, I really need 1 fragment. There's no ooze up here? No ooze. Okay, I'm gonna kill a Ravager. Probably won't help, but I'm gonna do it just so I can say I did it. There's a dream foil. Or if that Ravager's blocking it, it looks like he is. Not Ravager, Invader. Oh, it's all the way over there. Maybe not. Might want to distract you still. Stay away from me, Cliffwalker. No, we're good. We're good. We got any my gloves? No, we got it. We got it. Alright, looking for an ooze. Give me an ooze. just a fat finger. My hands are a little cold. Give me a news. Where are my oozes at? Dream foil. I can appreciate some dream foil. Just wish I had an ooze to go with it. Just in case this lets me spawn an ooze. Really spending all my time on this last ooze. This last fragment. There we go. There we go. And we're done. Now the final part of this quest requires going into Sunken Temple. So I will need to find a group for that. Don't think we'll do that tonight, but I might go into Oldemon and see if I can do some gem farming. Leave me alone. You don't need chain lightning. Who are you trying to hit with that chain lightning? Kim jail indeed. A couple of green quests down there that I could do. I should stay away from these surveyors, because they do a fire nova that hits pretty hard. I did fight one earlier. Maybe I already talked about that. Yeah, it can be a pretty sketchy quest. I don't need the gloves for sungrass. Herbalism 274. Dreamfoil? Ooh, look at that. Dreamfoil, sungrass. Nice. I can use some gloves for Dreamfoil. Just to make sure I actually get it. And I still fail. And I still fail. Just gratzing buns on level 10. Chest, surrounded by enemies. I don't think it's worth it. They're too high level. God damn it, I want that chest. Okay, we've got a Den Watcher, we've got a Shaman, we've got more Den Watchers, we've got another Shaman. I don't know if they call for help. Healing Wave, Lightning Bolt, Battle Shout. That's not a good. It's not a good sign. Um, I'm just gonna go for it. Sap? Sap's probably smart. Do I have? I don't even have a poison on anymore. All right. I should at least put on a poison. I should at least put on a second poison. I'll make more poisons back in town. Okay. Going for the sap. Yep, called for help. Or at least had a decent enough aggro radius. Incoming. Awesome. Blood Knife is a badass. Just doing a little thievery. All that for a superior healing potion. 2 superior healing potions and a Morning Glory Dew. This Mage Weave wasn't even from the chest. I got a Keeper's Mantle from the drops. But that chest, it had 14 silver, so it wasn't already looted. But the chest had Morning Glory Dew and 2 cheap potions. All that for nothing. Oh. Okay. Now we gotta talk to the elf and teleport ourselves up. He's here, and there's the return trip. Oof. Leave me alone. Purple Lotus, right here. Got a skill up from that. Maybe I shouldn't have been skipping the others. 276. Now this is gonna show the quest rewards, I believe, because here is the last quest before Sunken Temple. So we'll be picking up the Sunken Temple quest, which will show the bosses that we need to kill and the reward. I believe for this quest we need to kill one of the dragons. It's a slightly different quest for each class. I think paladins and warriors have to pick up feathers from the troll bosses.
It looks like you picked up some of the better fragments.
As
Perhaps
your
you aren't
key.
worthless after all. It will take some time to decipher the fragments and remove
Morphos.
the enchantment. When I am complete, I'll deliver the bag to Lord Ravenholt personally. There is still the matter of the key, said to be held by a green drake known as Morphas. The drake has made its home deep in the temple of Atal Hakar, the entrance to which lies in the Swamp of Sorrows. Gather your friends and venture to his lair. Lord Ravenholt will await your return with the key.
Alright, time to find a Sunken Temple group to get that Duskbat Drape. By far the best selection for the quest reward here.
Go with honor, friend.
See, my fall damage is already so low. With your Duskbat Drape on, you can fall very far. That said, don't get cocky. I have had some pretty bad falls with it. Okay. First thing we're going to do now is just hearth out so we can hit a mailbox and a flight path. And then we're going to check out Oldemon.
Yup. We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
A few minutes flight to get there.
Hello? Where would you like to fly to?
There are more to wetlands. So let's see, combat build. Effectuation of Gouge ability, I don't really use this. It's a very nice, very powerful talent, but I don't even have first aid. It's a very, very good combo with Gouge and Bandage. I just never end up using my bandages enough. I hate wasting consumables, and using a bandage it just feels like wasting a lot of cloth. It's very powerful, very good mid-combat tool, especially if you're in a long fight with an elite monster. But I tend to focus down green mobs, and if things go south, and I feel like I need an escape tool, I always have Vanish, I always have Evasion, I always have just Gouge and Run, Sprint. Never really felt like I needed the Bandage combo, but it is a good combo. I will always use Dodge. Dodge is amazing on a rogue. It stacks with parry, they both count towards your total avoidance. And if you stack this on a rogue, you can reach 100% avoidance, which means you take 0 physical damage from attacks. Spells will still hit you, AoE effects will still hit you, but your dodge and parry can reach 100% if you stack it, especially with your evasion up. You can get better evasion with endurance, or at least more shorter cooldown. Ghostly Strike gives you an extra 15% dodge. And as you approach 100%, each point becomes more and more valuable because there's a massive the difference between 0% and 1% dodge is 1%. The difference between 98% and 99% dodge is half of the damage that you take. That's cutting the damage that you take in half. Going from 99% to 100% reduces the damage you take by 100%. So every point of dodge is successively more worthwhile. I just missed the boat. That gives me more time to rant about my rogue build. So deflection's a very strong talent to go with it. If you're going for a strong dodge build, then you would want more points in this. But here I'm just using it because it's a very strong passive talent, and it becomes more powerful when you have evasion up. Reduce the energy cost of Sinister Strike. That's huge if you're using Sinister Strike regularly, which you very often do in combat. You can go combat daggers and use Backstab instead, but I've always found that to feel a little bit clunky, and it doesn't ever seem to pair well with Blade Flurry. It certainly can be used. It's perfectly viable, and you can do a lot of damage that way. But I always just found it clunky. It never played smoothly for me. Increase your chance to hit is very nice, especially if you're fighting higher level mobs. I do tend to focus lower level mobs, but lower level mob focus is heavily swayed by Remorseless. If you need Remorseless, this will give you a huge crit bonus for every kill, and you can fight green mobs to kill them very, very quickly and stack up a lot of crits that way. Very strong in an ambush build where you need your opener to hit maximum crit chance every time. But also very strong in any other build. It's just a strong talent all around. Dual wield specialization. I might want to actually put more points into this. This is a very strong talent, but I'm going down crit right now. But I kind of just use these as filler points. Riposte is an incredible talent. Everybody should get Riposte on Rogue. The only time when it's not useful is when you have a tank that's taking all your threat, so you can never get a parry off. Parries proc Riposte. But even then, rogues do such incredibly high DPS that there's a good chance you'll be ripping threat anyways, in which case it's a huge defensive tool and an extra burst of DPS, and whatever mob you rip threat on will probably be dead very quickly anyway. Endurance. Reduce your cooldown of sprint and evasion is a very, very nice convenience tool, but not the strongest DPS talent. It might even be a good idea to take these 2 points and put them into dual wield specialization, especially with my Thrashblade at this level. Thrashblade is a very strong option, all the way to 60 to be honest, but at level 53 it's a very recent upgrade. Sword specialization, because I like swords. It's also just a very, very strong talent overall. You'll get more poison procs. Just more hits means more damage. It's amazing. Very fun with Thrashblade, because they both add an extra attack. So sometimes you can get multiple attacks in a row. Sword specialization can proc Thrashblade, but Thrashblade cannot proc itself. Blade Flurry, along with Adrenaline Rush, put these together, you turn into a meat grinder. Aggression, just add damage to your Sinister Strike and Eviscerate. Could probably stand to use more points in here also. It's a very strong, just straight damage talent. If you're using swords, or if you're using daggers, increasing your skill gives you a better chance to hit. Huge, huge talent there. And then I went down into assassination. The early assassination talents are all very powerful. Crit strike chance, more slice and dice, because slice and dice is my main finishing move. So that really just opens up more options. I can mix in other finishing moves rather than having to constantly worry about keeping slice and dice up. And murder, just more damage. Murder. Murder's a good talent. And lethality, more critical strike damage for my sinister strikes, of which I have more because of malice. This will stack very nicely with remorseless also. I suppose I have 7 talents left. So that's 2 here. Maybe I could put 2 in remorseless. Don't want that. Don't want that. I can round out dual wield specialization and aggression. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 in dual wield. Maybe 1 more in aggression instead. We'll see. I would have to look at the math on that. I don't know. Mace spec is fun. I was talking about that earlier. This is more important for PvP because Kick will lock that school anyways, and most mobs can only cast from 1 school of magic. So in PvE, you will very rarely make use of this. Never seen anyone go for fist weapon specialization. That could be fun. Improved sprint. A lot of people go for improved sprint in hardcore, but I just very rarely make use of it. It certainly does come up, but you can always also just vanish. Breaks movement impairing effects. It's a good safety tool, though. Certainly no harm in taking it. It just takes away from your DPS talents. Would love to talk about a sub build at some point. Seems like a waste to dual spec a rogue. And my rogue is Blood Knife. I don't want a different rogue. But a crit ambush build is super fun. Basically just go for all the ambush, all the crit, all the opener talents. Okay, I'm going down
Where
to
would you like to
Oldemon.
fly to? Be careful.
This is how I decided on Oldemon. Aquamarines. Aquamarines pickpocketed from, just looking at the highest drop chance mobs, Earthen Stonecarver in Oldemon. These are all individual named mobs, so I won't be able to farm a lot of them repeatedly. Craig Keelhall, Mojo the Twisted, Anethek the Cruel, Gar Salthoof. Not going to be able to farm these guys, but Earthen Stonecarver in Oldemon. Geomancer in Oldemon. Sculptor in Oldemon. All these are named. Rare mobs, bosses. Stonebreaker, Oldemon. Archaeologist, Oldemon. Mucculent Ooze, Ungoro Crater. Hatecrest Myrmidon, Feralis. This is how far down we had to go to get one non-named mob, I guess this guy, that wasn't in Oldemon. Oldemon's going to be the place to go for Aquamarine. I might be able to expect, there are probably lower drop chances down here, but I might be able to expect 5 to 7% drop rate. We'll see. I didn't have good luck on stealth earlier, but these will be gray mobs. green. These will be green mobs. But very low level range of green mobs. Oh, and we need the aquamarines because of speed shoes, speed sandals. I normally put it on knitted sandals. My knitted sandals have mithril spurs. Night skate boots are what I put a minor speed increase on because I will walk around in these and stealth in them. But we enchant these knitted sandals with minor speed and put those on the leveling kit. Let's see, Shadowforge Surveyor. I bet all of these guys drop Aquamarine. So the Pro Tier leveling kit has minor speed enchanted knitted sandals for all Pro Tier members. I don't see Aquamarine. Looks like their pickpocketing table has Jade and Citrine. Citrine's good. We'll still use it. It says about 1% chance for these, though. I'm going to hit a few just because I'm here, and then we'll move on. You have to stand still while you're pickpocketing. It acts kind of as though there's a short cast time, even though no cast bar comes up, obviously, and it's clearly not a spell. But if you're not standing still, it won't work. Oh, I got your spice bread. Great. Thanks for that. It's the same button as my main attack, but when in stealth, it swaps to pickpocket. And when I'm not in combat, that button is also my stealth button. Here we go. This is my stealth macro. When I'm not in combat, it's stealth. When I'm in combat, it's Sinister Strike. So that's my main attack. And that's what I put down here where pickpocket is. That's S. A and D are strafe. I unbound S as walk backwards because you never want to retreat. Always moving forward. And even if you're running, you want to strafe left and right. Then start attack. If I'm in combat, it'll start my auto attack. And then slash cast riposte, because riposte is so powerful. I could just put in combat riposte, but it never comes up unless I'm in combat. And slash equip Blood Razor, because sometimes I want to unequip Blood Razor on sap. because Blood Razor can proc, causing a bleed, and that bleed will break sap. Deadly Poisons can also break sap, because a sap counts as a weapon strike. And if you're sapping with a weapon that has bleed, or deadly poison, any dot, then it has a chance to break the sap. And that's how I lost my very first level 60 rogue. So my sap macro actually doesn't. Oh, I thought I had an unequipped Blood Razor. I guess I was doing that manually. I should remember to do that. I don't think these guys can drop Aquamarines either, right? I think I have to go into Ultiman proper for Aquamarines. Jade and Citrine, yes. Looking at their pickpocket table. It's not coming up. Here we go. Stone Vault Rock Chewer, Jade, Citrine, Healing Potions. And of course those junk boxes, which I think I can destroy. I don't think those will have anything valuable. Okay, how about these guys? Probably still not high enough. Pickpocketing, Jade and Citrine. Let's start by looking at what does drop Aquamarine. That's where we started. Pickpocketed from. Location, Ultiman. Stonecarver, Geomancer. These are all 42 and up. Okay. Nothing below level 42. Earthen Sculptor are those lower level ones. Time to speed through some. Revelage? What will you drop? Nothing good. These guys have a spell reflect. Watch out for that if you're a mage. Or any real caster. Okay, how about these guys? Earthen Stonebreaker, Earthen Sculptor. I think the Rock Smashers perhaps cannot. Superior Healing Potions are nice. Yeah, the Rock Smashers are not on the list. The Sculptors are. The Stone Carvers are. Nothing so far. Is that it? Okay. Not a single gem. I thought these guys would be loaded with gems. Even if not necessarily aquamarine, you know? Just some cheese. Just a few copper and some cheese. Rock Smasher. Not on the list. I need Earthen Stone Carver. True Silver. That's interesting. Let's get that. Mining has increased to 262. Making our way up in the world. Okay, these guys surely have some rocks. They're trogs. They love shiny things. Right? Only the Geomancers. Only the Geomancers are on the pickpocketing drop list. This is not going well so far. I've got no viewers right now, and maybe that's for the best. I haven't gotten a single gem. I got an intricate bauble. Wonderful. Nothing but coppers. Got a superior healing potion. Cured ham steak. Grimlock, what do you got for me? An exotic cookbook. Oh joy. How to Serve Man. Great Twilight Zone reference. Wow. This is atrocious. I thought I'd get something. Jeez. Literally, looking at the drop rates for Aquamarine, this seemed like the most effective strategy for farming it. Did I clear these guys? I sure did. I'm gonna make my way through this entire dungeon and not get a single gem. Maybe I can test Ghetto Hearth. There's a Ghetto Hearth macro that will allow you to hearth out even though you're not in a group. You don't have a group to leave. Leaving group will force a Ghetto Hearth in 1 minute, but if you don't have a group to leave, you're stuck. Except you can leave group with a macro that essentially tricks the game into thinking you're inviting somebody that doesn't exist. And I won't be able to get through this door here without a big elite fight. So this is the last pack of mobs, and then I'm done. Alright, well this excursion was a huge waste of time, but at least we know not to do it now. Watch this last guy. Come on, this is the last guy. Absolutely nothing. 68 copper. Alright. Leave. Run invite unit. This is a fake name, AAA. Then there's a timer after function leave party, whatever. Okay. Is it working? I left the group. It says cannot find AAA. Dungeon difficulty set to normal. You leave the group. You are not in this instance's group. You will be teleported to Gadgetzan in 55 seconds. Versus waiting half an hour for my Hearthstone. So that is how you leave. Pulling up that macro again. I guess in case anybody wants to copy it from here, but it's posted on Discord somewhere. Search invite unit as one word and it'll come up. Or leave party as one word and it should come up. Yeah. Search leave party. Ice Shards posted it right there. Hardcore posted it right there. Just search it. It's in Discord. Leave party. Alright. That's it for me for tonight.
We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
Well. Yes. Alright, have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. If anybody's out there, thanks for watching.